Well, I haven't had the printer long, but it's already been kind of exciting. I still have a little bit of the filament left that it came with. And this is my first print. It's supposed to be a cat. um, so, auto leveling is not good enough out of the box. I had to manually level it. And then I printed the actual cat. The leveling instructions I found I didn't follow correctly or didn't understand, I'm not sure. So this was supposed to be a GoPro mount, but it kind of failed mid-print. It started dragging through the filament that was printed. So I'm kind of glad that it messed up because I was able to cancel it. And yeah, I did not mean to print this. I meant to print this. So after leveling the print bed again, yeah, I now have a tripod mount for my GoPro. This is printed for a friend. I don't think I checked the bed level between these prints. So, yeah, I don't know. It mostly worked out. Tail got messed up and it still has some support structure in its mouth. I printed this at 30% scale because I didn't want to print one that I think was going to be like tall. I didn't want to print something that's going to take that long. So it kind of worked. I did have to level the bed from this one to this one because I did notice that it was doing some screwy stuff and I already have started to mess up the print bed. So I don't think this print bed's going to last very long with how I've been treating it. I also, by the suggestion of a friend, he mentioned I should try leveling it while it's hot, so I ended up burning a couple holes in the bed. So, yeah. This print, the original file I think is going to be like a couple millimeters tall. So I increased its size like 600-700 times, which was going to give me an inch in height. And, yeah, still a bit small. I dropped it when I was cutting off the support structures, so its tail fell off. Let's see if I can glue that back on. That was kind of cool looking. Could always do something else with the tail. Maybe cut it off and drill a hole and put a little wire tail in it or something. Use like a twist tie. And this is the last thing I printed. I did do this at a higher print quality than the other ones. I forget what it was. I think it was like 0.2 versus 0.16. And it turned out well. I think this is 50% fill. I'm going to have to remount the hole because it's a little small for this particular size bolt. So it won't go in, but it'll thread in if I spin the bolt. This way it seemed to have printed fine because I can just kind of, if I get it lined up right, I can slide it down in there. So I need to buy a bolt that's the appropriate length along with a nut for this so I can use this. And this nut I already had on hand, which is nice, and I super glued it in, which I'm hoping will be good enough. It's not like that GoPro is too heavy, and it'll go on the top of that tripod unless I make a articulating arm of some sort to mount this on so I can do a little bit more stuff with it. I may also do something a little different with this because this is the mount I use to hold my phone on my tripod, but it would be nice to have a articulating arm that would work with that. So I have some 1/4 20 bolts and 1/4 20 nuts. I might see if I can print something useful, I guess. But yeah, otherwise this is what I've printed so far in order of prints. Really the only prints that have turned out badly are this one. This one could have been better, and this one was way too small, so I kind of screwed up on that. But Yeah, so what is that? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 prints, almost a 50% success rate. But yeah, this is my first successful print, and it turned out pretty good. I don't know what the settings are because the files are for this is what came with the 3D printer. But I need to find some more useful things to print and yeah, see what happens. But hopefully that was interesting, and thanks for watching.